Sagittarius, you are coming up to more fame, more power, more accomplishment. It just seems like everything that you have been working on, this is a time where you get to celebrate your wins. And that makes perfect sense. Aries season, a fellow fire sign, really bringing forth all of this passion, this creativity, this excitement. To be honest, the very first channeled download that came in was just someone twerking. Sometimes these messages, I'm like, yep, okay, that makes sense. And I mean, having fun, dancing. It reminded me a few years ago when I was in LA, I think it was at the Abbey. These go-go dancers were so impressive. Like they would literally be like legs on the rafters, like dancing, shaking it, like not missing a beat. The one I went up to, I'm like, you're a professional dancer, right? She's like, yeah, I just do this for fun and like to practice and to like be around other creatives. So part of me is like, A, if you feel like dancing, going to the club and just embracing that sacral energy. But secondly, whatever you do professionally, it's almost like just have fun or just play or do it without the expectation that you need to perform or to make money or to accomplish anything. Whatever you're good at, maybe incorporate like a childlike aspect or just let it go and see how that manifests for you. Another energy, it was kind of like the Eight of Pentacles energy of mastery, but then it like zoomed out and you were signing autographs and it was like this giant line of people that were waiting to have like that 15 seconds with you to like get your signature, to get something that you've mastered, whether it's a book or to have your advice or just literally to meet you and being like, I'm so inspired by your work. I love everything that you do. And it's just like everything you've done. Literally what was playing in the background as I was chanting was Go the Distance, the song from Hercules, the Disney movie. It's like everything that you've done, everything that you've endured, everything that you've put in faith and perseverance and mastery, there's going to be opportunity to showcase it or to literally see the success come in. And then the last channel download that came in was you just like sticking a flag on a Everest type mountain where you're like, I did it. I reached this new level, this new height. Boom. This big sense of accomplishment and pride came in. So with that being said, your first three cards, Sagittarius, are all major arcana. So we have the Devil with Judgment and the World. No big deal. And again, Devil, of course, doesn't mean anything satanic. It means, I think, that you are really being called to break free of the chains from this current level or what you thought was possible because you are now finishing up a cycle or you're literally about to take on the world with this level of expansion or influence. Of course, the Devil card can represent Capricorn and Capricorn energy. So thinking back even to where you were at the start of the year during Capricorn season and being able to look back and see what you've accomplished over the past few months, where you are you still on the right path? Are you still working towards that mastery or getting the recognition for all the hard work that you've done? Also, this second chance type energy that comes through with Judgment, I do think it's kind of really examining if there are any beliefs or fears or doubts that are still holding you back that we now just get to break free. Maybe just like, part of me is like, maybe you're gonna be quitting a job or leaving a contract or even a marriage and you're like, I'm done. I'm gonna go dancing to celebrate as like a fun manifestation of the cards and the channel messaging working in tandem. But there's something where like, I keep having the same energetic cycle or lesson that I'm learning that's potentially holding me back. And it could be self-sabotaging. It could be implemented by others or someone that you used to be in a relationship with. Once you break free of that and allow these chains to be let go, then you're literally going to see everything come full circle and take you to that next level. Okay. So that's a very excellent place to start. Let's see what else is coming through for Sagittarius. Oh, also, I think that during the Pisces season Tarotscopes, a big message was like, write that book or leave your mark or kind of like voice something out into the public, which would then be a nice follow-up here that you're getting that recognition. And even if it isn't literally a lineup of people waiting, it's like that is potentially what is coming down the pipeline, or that's what's to come of people really recognizing you and honoring all the hard work that you've put forth and created. And again, that could also just be recognition from your friend group, from your family, from your community. It doesn't have to be regarding career, but people are now seeing the change, people are seeing the growth and the evolution that you've gone through, and you're probably going to get that external feedback to validate and to encourage you to keep pursuing that path. Yeah, and I keep seeing orange. So yeah, like sacral activation, life force energy, creative pursuits, like all these different things coming through. And it doesn't have to be dancing per se, but doing things that are creative and fun for you for the sake of having fun. And that seems to be coming through for almost every sign. I think just like Aries, kind of like spring energy in the northern hemisphere, it's like we just want to move. We want to bring forth new energy into our lives. And as things are opening up, of course, that's going to bring forth different opportunities for all of us in unique ways. And there does seem to be kind of like a crossroads energy, Sagittarius. Your feet were like in water, kind of seemed like a swamp. And it's kind of like, okay, like I've battled my way through. I got to this point and now there is literally 2 or even more. It just seems like a very definitive, like path 1, path 2. And you get to decide where you want to go. And it's not like 7 of Cups. No path, like neither was incorrect. It's just kind of like, what do you want to cultivate right now, or what do you want to bring forth, or what's more of a priority? It does seem that for some of you, you're going to be choosing between career and soul purpose and love. At this point, doesn't mean you can't have both. It does just seem it's like, which one's more important to you? And once you decide that, then the other one can manifest in a way that's going to support the other. But if you're deciding between one or the other and you're trying to get both at the same time, it's like choose one, and knowing that by putting forth energy into that part of your life, the other, it's gonna merge in with that other path. But if you're trying to do both, it's like you get halfway through one path, but then turn around, you're like, well, no, actually I wanna pursue this. And you keep going back and forth. And I think that's why it's like this swamp. It's like your feet were kind of wet, when you've been in the bath for too long and they kind of get like pruny. It's like you keep going back and forth. It seems for some of you, it's like just choose one path and know that that's gonna lead you to where you need to be. And we have the Page of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups, and the Page of Swords. So it's like new thought, new energy towards multiple different paths or ideas or notions, okay? So you now get to decide, having all these opportunities, all these options before you, where do you feel best called to have new negotiations, new opportunities to invest new time, energy, and money to pursue what you've always wanted? I think that's going to make it easier, because with the 7 of Cups, it's like there's so many different options, but not all of these options are actually aligned, or not all of them are going to serve you well. So part of me thinks that you guys want to do it all. You're like, well, I'm going to put a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. And I think that I can like spin all these plates at once, that I can go on dates here, and then I can have strong family relationships. I can do this career, and I can do this and do this and do this and do this. It's like, you're not really going to have that kind of expansion the way that you want in maybe 1 or 2 fields, or specifically one area that you're wanting. So by trying to do everything at once, it's kind of like you're going to be a jack of all trades but master of none. And yes, I'm sure some of you have the ability to do everything at once, but I think there is one specific area that's going to better serve you right now. And like I said, then that path is going to merge into the other one, then everything else is going to be a lot more clear. And it's also like, don't try and spread yourself too thin. Can also be an energy of this, where it's like you've now reached a new level of fame or opportunity or success, and you're just wanting to give back and give. That generosity that comes through with Sagittarius energy, that benevolence. But not everything or everyone is going to be maybe appreciative of that, and people might latch on and like really take all of your energy. So just be careful of how you move your resources. I want to pull one more card just to kind of clarify this. One more clarity card, please, to clarify this energy. Okay, Page of Wands. So it's like, with this new passion or a new idea, or maybe something you've always wanted to do, maybe it's always been on the back burner, maybe there is a childhood dream that hasn't been pursued yet. And again, that dream doesn't have to be related to career or purpose. It's just what brings you joy and happiness, right? That Page of Wands, it's a new inspiration, new motivation, something that you're like, this has always been there. Maybe I've let go of it. It hasn't been activated. I want to actually start doing that first. That's going to be my main priority. And then if I have the time, the money, the energy to invest in other things right now, great, then I will. But right now, choosing this childhood joy, and that can even be going back to the very first channel message of like dancing and twerking. Maybe you're like, I just want to have fun right now. I've put in the work. I'll get to that. The bottom card is very telling. I put in the work. I've amassed all of the success. I just want to let go and focus on this part of my life, if that resonates for you. But I think there is something, and maybe even going back to your childhood, a dream that you've always wanted to pursue, but maybe you didn't have the money or the time or the confidence. And now you're like, I want to pick back up this dream, light it on fire, and see how far I can take it. The bottom card, which is very telling, Temperance. This is your card, Sagittarius, which really represents balance, relax, chill, letting go. Knowing that everything is already working out in your favor, knowing that this activation is only going to serve you. There is kind of no wrong path to take here aside from indecision or trying to do it all. So if you pick one or maybe two things that you really want to focus on, everything else will fall into place. Knowing that you're amassing a lot more power and finishing up a cycle, potentially taking on the world or having that worldly fame or acquisition or more followers or whatever that means for you. Now you get to decide how you want to invest this new energy moving forward. I first and foremost, in kind of true Aries fashion, focus on you right now, making sure that you're happy, you're fulfilled, your dreams are being met, and then you can disperse and go outward after that. Okay? Fabulous. So that is my general reading for you all for this Aries season. If this reading resonated and you want to say thank you, all contributions to support this content creation are always greatly appreciated. You can find the link to our PayPal in our bio. Currently, my books for one-on-one readings are closed. However, they will be opening up again in April. So stay tuned for that announcement if you'd like to book in and go into these themes even further. And please feel free to share or tag a fellow Sagittarius that could also benefit from this reading. Thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful, expansive Aries season, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.